2020, when I got sick with lots of different symptoms, I was very weak, exhausted, my nervous system was very tense and out of balance. I visited lots of specialists, but nothing helped me in the long term. So I have to search for solutions by myself. And in a year and a half, I was trying different approaches, and I finally found the solutions that helped me to recover. And I spent 5 years just diving very deep and learning all the nuances so I could help others. And in this video, I want to share with you 16 different tips that can help to boost the energy. So please watch to the end, and if you find this helpful, just leave your comments and share with your friends who need this. Hi, my name is Elena Bila. I want to share with you the insights that can change your energy, change your life, and the overall well-being. And most of people think when they want to upgrade something in their life or change some direction, they think that they need more discipline, motivation, the willpower. But this is where most people get stuck, because they think that they need to add something new, like they're searching for some new magic supplements, the workouts, morning routine, or another productivity hack. But I want to stop for a minute and ask yourself, where is my energy going? Because you may not even realize it, but your energy might be simply leaking every single day. And if the bucket has some holes in it, doesn't matter how much water you pour in, the bucket will never fill. So the same is for our energy. So in this video, I want to share with you 16 energy drains that leak in your energy. And almost every energy drain falls into one of these three categories, like the physical body, emotional state, and our spiritual energetic body. And the interesting thing that when I finished creating these slides, the next day I realized that I read a book a few years ago by medical medium. It was a book about the healing foods, and the author actually wrote about this natural foods, like fruits, vegetables, like everything that is here on earth made by nature. It actually influences us on 3 levels, on the physical body, emotional, and spiritual level. So even consuming the healing food, we can actually change all these 3 levels. So it was the light bulb moment for me, that I also think that these 3 levels are the most important ones. And before we jump into these categories, I want to show you this beautiful picture. Most of people think that we are only in the physical body because we can see it, we can touch it, we can feel it, but we also have a lot of invisible layers. And if you notice, like on the internet, we can see a lot of experts, and mostly each of them focuses on one layer. For example, nutritionists, dietitian, doctors, they focus on the physical body. The therapists and coaches usually focus on the mental plane. And the spiritual gurus and all of these people who teach the manifestation techniques, they usually work on these higher levels. But I think if you want to change something in your life, it's better to work on all these 3 key levels. And in my personal experience, in 2020 and 2021, when I experienced some health issues, and for a year and a half I was trying to find the solutions. I visited a lot of specialists, that specializing on this physical plane. But all those advices, all those methods that were recommended by them just never worked. And that was a moment when I just stopped searching for any logical solution, and I start working on these spiritual levels. And then accidentally I found the solution to my physical problems. So sometimes the solution can be found on another level. So it's important to work on all three levels. And sometimes from spiritual gurus, we can hear that our physical body is not so important because we are the soul, we are the spirit. But in my opinion, our body is actually the temple for our soul, and we need to take care of it. So we should focus equal attention to all these layers, like in physical body, emotional state, and spiritual level too. To harmonize the spiritual side, I use very common methods like yoga, breathing, meditation, prayers, uh, power of the thought, like manifestation technique. But in order for the last one to work, there should be a very peaceful and harmonious inner state, because only in this way we can hear the intuition. Because when we are trying to ask something from God or the universe, like whatever you are calling this, uh, uh, the help comes from other people, and only our intuition can say if it's right or wrong for us. And that's why it's important to bring back the nervous system into the balanced and harmonious state, so we can hear our intuition more clearly. So the first layer is our physical body. This is where energy is created, and this is our foundation. And when it's weak, it's hard to build all the other layers, because when the person feels not very well, uh, all they can think about is about restoring their health, their body. And the first block is dehydration. And unfortunately, most of the people are dehydrated. And if you're drinking less than 2 liters of clean water, you might be dehydrated as well. And our body is 75% made of water, so it's important to hydrate. And I recommend to drink clean water with some minerals, for example, to add fresh lemon juice or ginger or some herbs to make this water live again. And the next is nutrients. If you have some nutrient deficiencies, it also can contribute to the lack of energy. So it's important to do some checkups and see what nutrients your body needs. And the next is toxins and pathogens overload, and it's related to the second block, because if you have a huge overload, it can prevent absorption of the nutrients. And the solution that I found for my own health issues was actually focused mainly on minimizing this overload, and this is what actually helped me. So the next one is extreme diets, and some people feel and know that the answer to their problems might be in changing their diets, but sometimes are very extreme. For example, like intermittent fasting or some very limited diets, for example, keto, paleo, because the lack of some important nutrients that our body needs. I personally prefer very personalized and soft approach, rather than very extreme diets. And I follow medical medium recommendations, and this a system of the knowledge that actually can be very personalized for each situation, and there is no harsh extreme rules, and it actually works with the root cause instead of masking the symptoms. So that's why I still like this approach, even like the 5 years later. And this is what I use in a daily basis. This is just my lifestyle right now. And the next is lack of movement. And it might surprise you, but the energy actually creates during the movement. And for some people who have like some serious issues and lack of energy, it might be hard to do some hard exercises or go to the gym. And in this case, I recommend some very gentle yoga, stretching, or just walking outside like for 10-15 minutes can be enough. And the next is shallow breathing. And this is an issue for most of the people, because when I studied for yoga instructor, I learned that there are lots of different breathing techniques. Some of them can calm you, and some of them can energize you. So you can use different approaches depending on the situation. And the next is chronic stress, and unfortunately, most of people live with this stress on the background, and they don't even realize it. And unfortunately, it's just impossible for the body to recover and restore this energy if you're feeling the pressure and stress on a daily basis, because it creates the adrenaline, and it's very toxic substance for our body. And learning how to work with your nervous system and choosing the right practices for you might be the answer. And the last in this category is the sleep quality. And there is a special window from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. Where our liver perform a special process of detoxification. It just collects all the toxins that we gathered throughout the day. And then in the morning, if you're drinking water, when you woke up, it actually helps to flush you out these toxins. And it's really important to have some rest during this time. So if you go to sleep later, or if you are just have a poor sleep during the night, it's just made harder to recover and reset. But for this special window from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m., you can just lay in bed and just with the closed eyes, and it actually gonna help the liver to perform this process. And if you're working at night, you can switch to the daily sleep, like from the 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it also gonna work. And the next layer is our emotions. It's incredible but powerful layer, because the suppressed emotions can create blocks and stagnancy in our body, in our energy. And it's important to learn how to release those emotions. And the first block is the screen time. Our ancestors lived in small villages, small towns, and they actually knew and remembered like 150 people throughout their life. And right now we can see and hear some thoughts, opinions from 100 people just in one evening by scrolling the social media. So this creates a very huge mental overload. and our body, like our systems, are not prepared for this enough. So that's why you can see some trends about digital detox, where people just delete social media or upload some apps that allow them to visit social media like for half an hour a day. So this is the thing, because people can feel this mental overload. And the next is no boundaries. And if you feel that that you should say no, but you actually end up agreeing to something, you're just giving your energy away. But if you listen to yourself, to your intuition, and you learn how to politely decline, you actually keep your energy safe. So it's important to learn this skill, especially if it was hard for you to decline something. You just self-preserve your energy. And the next one is isolation. It can be a good solution for people who needs to restore their energy, like for some short period of time. It actually helps, but in a long term, it actually can drain energy, because we are wired for connection with other people, and sometimes during some chat, especially with interesting people, we can actually charge our energy, because others can inspire us, like for some, give some new ideas that we might not even realize. And the next one is resentment. If it's hard to forgive someone, and the person keeping those emotions for years, this creates emotional weight. And I know it might be hard for someone to forgive, but if you are doing this for yourself, like from the perspective that you're doing this for your own energy, then when you release these tough emotions, you can feel much lighter and energized. And the next is energetic spiritual layer. It's also invisible, but very powerful too, because the spiritual layer shapes our reality. Like in my case, it helped me to accidentally find the right knowledge that helped me with my other issues. And you may notice that for the last decades, there's a lot of people who teaching us how to change our state, our energy, how to manifest things, and there is some truth in it. So the first one is mess and chaos, because when you live in environment with a lot of things that clutter your space, it drains a lot of energy. Even if you're not paying attention to it, it actually on invisible layer, it drains the energy, believe me. And when you clean the room, like your space where you live or work, you can notice that you can feel much lighter. And I also recommend to do it maybe once a month, to clean up your space, your digital technologies too, like the laptop, your phone. And by doing this, you clean up the space for new energy and some new ideas and new things. And the next one is the shadow frequency. I studied human design and gene keys for years, and this knowledge actually combines some spiritual and scientific information. And every person, when we were born, was coded with some energetic codes. There are 64 of them in total, but each of us carry like maximum 26 of them. And each of these code has 3 frequencies: shadow, gifts, and Siddhi. So it's okay to experience these shadow frequencies. There's nothing to be afraid. This is just low negative emotions. And the thing is that we need to learn how to transform this negative shadow frequency into a more positive one. And we are actually here to learn how to transform this energy. And for me, personally, music was the answer. So I started creating some music affirmation that helped me to change my mood, my emotions very quickly by using just listening to the songs. And I actually go much deeper into this in another video. I will link the description so you can learn this. So if you experience some negative emotions, it's totally okay if it's for a short period, but if you're stuck for very long, you just need to go deeper, maybe journal, or just learn your human design, or just listen to some of my music if you want to. And the next is unfinished goals. I can just compare it to the open tabs on your browser in your computer. Like when you set some goals and tasks and you never finish them, they're just still open in your browser and they consume a lot of energy from your energetic computer. And you may even forget about some of them, but they're still there. So just I recommend to review the task and goals and just cross them, just totally forget and acknowledge that they are not important anymore and just throw them away, or just finish those goals that are still important for you. And the last one is lack of direction, lack of goals. And for some people, like some of them achieve everything they wanted. Some people just so burn out they don't want anything anymore. So it creates the feeling of the emptiness inside. And the trick is that the energy we receive from above is actually usually given for some goals. So it's important to set some goals, but also important to finish them so they will not end up on this previous block. I could list more than 16, but these are the most meaningful ones. And I think like this three-layered approach is the future, because we can no longer view the person just from the one perspective, from the one layer, and looking at the physical, emotional, and our spiritual bodies is important. And sometimes the solution can be found on a different layer. So you don't need to fix all those 16 issues today or next week. Just focus on one, two, or maximum three of them, and just step by step fix some of them. And I have a question for you. Just write in the comments what actually was the most interesting energy drain, and what would you like to work on. And subscribe to my channel if it helped you to see your energy differently. And I will go deeper into the holistic health, nervous system regulation, emotional freedom techniques, and overall well-being. And the last that I want to share with you, that changing your reality doesn't mean to do something more, something big, or some very harsh discipline. Sometimes even just releasing some energetic drains, you can feel much lighter and energized. So that's all for the video. I hope it was interesting for you. Let me know in the comments, and see you in the next video.